In visual politics this week, there was just a whole lot new coming to the surface. The oil disaster and the Republicans got a lot more graphic. Obama floated a new Supreme Court nominee, one easier to sell to Congress, but also harder to package. 10 Downing Street got a cast change and a Viagra injection, and Helmut Karzai got wined, dined, and then shined. If you were watching the Newswire, seeing these black whitecaps was like a punch in the gut. And this shot, screaming Exxon Valdez, was the iconic picture of the crisis so far. A BagNews reader wrote, "The red on the ship looks like blood, setting up a comparison to that other viscous fluid, oil. That vertical scrape on the hull looks almost like a crucifix, with the bird's outstretched wing continuing the theme." In the same vein, I was perversely fascinated with the murky, violent, deathly silent undersea photo of the uncontrolled gusher. Then, back on shore, I bet my tar ball is bigger than your tar ball. I call this the invasion of the Tyveks, named after those safety suits. Michael Appleton's New York Times beach photo of Alabama oil patrols had a just a bad dream vibe to it. Switching gears, the White House on Monday kicked off its effort to confirm Elena Kagan to the Supreme Court. This file photo of Kagan with Sandra Day O'Connor meant to celebrate a possible record number of female justices. Online media's persistent obsession with Kagan's sexual orientation, though, suggested here by the way she's sitting, blunted the rollout somewhat. And then, in other Oval Office action, after showering the insufferable Helmut Karzai with 4 days of attention, the only photo of the visit on the White House site said, "Couldn't wait to get you out of here." Like a scene from a mob movie, you can't tell if they're driving him to the airport or the nearest river. Across the pond, David Cameron's sudden ascension to prime minister seemed to elevate good looks and charisma still higher as the modern-day X factor. Even heading a weak coalition government, the new first couple seemed to breathe new life into a depressed 10 Downing Street. A lot of the Cameron visuals not only played to virility, "Lock the door, honey, we won," but emphasized the new prime minister's procreative proclivities. But then, beyond the Hollywood treatment, the reality was that the Brits, like American voters, were mostly hot for none of the above. So what's up for next week, with primaries on Tuesday in advance of midterm elections? Come on, Blanche, it's not so bad. Hopefully, not more GOP brainstorms like this unfathomable Republican campaign ad suggesting the Democratic Senate candidate in Ohio was pleasuring himself. And to think that the GOP used to own the morality issue. Hold on to your seats or your belts, though. No matter what Senate candidate Rand Paul was wearing below the waist for this Fox interview, the Tea Party favorite is polling way ahead of the establishment Republican in Kentucky.